Hey everyone, I'm back today sharing another layout with you all, and I am using once again my September hip kit for this layout. And for my background, I chose that wood grain paper from the Dear Lizzie documentary collection. I used it for my layout that I did right before this one, so if you've already watched that video, then you will have seen me use that for my background on the other one as well. And I'm hoping that this page and the other one can go side by side in my daughter's album, since both of these, the picture with the large trees on the other video and this picture were both taken at the Muir Woods National Monument. So I just snapped a picture of my daughter sitting on this bear that they had up front by the snack area there. And I'm just layering a bunch of papers behind the photo there and just seeing what I like. I love that floral piece of paper from the Amy Tan Finders Keepers collection. So I do use that one, and that's my top layer, and I cut around most of it and then I ripped part of it, and that's the only paper that I actually ripped. The rest of them I just cut. So I'm just seeing how I like the layers, and I think that black and white polka dotted piece might be from the Dear Lizzie documentary collection too. I'm pretty sure the pink and white stripe one is from the Dear Lizzie documentary collection. And then oh yes, it is. And then the black and white polka dotted one is the other side of that striped paper. So I play around with my placement here, and I realized afterwards when I watched my video over that I did not have it placed the same way when I actually stuck everything down, but I'm okay with it. I like the way it looks. It's fine. So, and I'm also going to rip it off a couple times and put it back down, and in the end I'm going to take the photo off on the top, and I'm going to use some dimensional adhesive just to make it stand off the page a little bit more. But I do use the branding strips from one of the papers from the Finders Keepers collection, and I just do that for that little pop of that greenish color there. So I'm going to get those trimmed down to the size that I want them, and I kind of get the placement, and then I'm going to actually take some washi tape from my stash, and then I'm going to tape those down so they don't move on me, and then I'll go back and add a little bit of adhesive to get them stuck down. And it's kind of funny because the one on the left side is not going to show that much when everything's all said and done, because I'm going to add some embellishments. I add a tag, I think, over there, and so it's not going to show a whole lot, but that's okay. I'm going to pull out my T-square here because I want to make sure that they're somewhat even where they end up. So I get that placed there, and there we go. And if you'll notice too, I did turn the wood grain paper, and so it's not really facing the direction it was meant to face, where the wood grain goes from left to right. I have the wood grain going from top to bottom in the vertical instead of horizontal. So I think I'm cutting off the branding strip right now. Yes, I did. So now I'm going to, I'm going to rip this off now. I decide that I want to do some dimensional adhesive. So I'm going to get that, I believe. I'm probably looking for it because it's probably buried in some of my stuff. That always happens. I have everything set out, and then when I actually go to use it, it's buried underneath everything, because as I get going, I just, put stuff over there and don't pay attention, and then when I go to look for stuff, I can't find it. But so I found it, and I'm going to get it stuck down. I'm going to pull it up again, so there we go. Boy, I had issue after issue with that, so... And I believe I'm going to get that stuck down in a second. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now it's finally in place there. So in our kit, we got some of the Amy Tan tags, and I ended up choosing this one. I did play with some of the tags that were in the ephemera pack because that was part of our kit too. But I may have cut that out just because I was so indecisive on this layout, and I'm like, everybody doesn't need to see all that. Oh, there it is. So I did leave it in. But eventually that tag is going to get pulled off, and the true real tag is going to get put back on there. And I had some twine that came in, I believe it was a Felicity Jane kit from maybe last December. And it was really pretty because it's like white and gold. And oh, see, I'm trying to stick it at first underneath that green paper, but I can't because I used Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, and so that is stuck down now, so I would really have to rip it up to do that. So I just decided to put the tag over that green strip, and it's okay. But here I go with the twine that I was just talking about, and it's really pretty because it's white with some gold in it. And I've had it out on my table, and I just keep it out there, and I don't have much left, but it went perfectly with this layout. Oh, I guess I decided to hold off a second on that because I changed the tag out again. And so now I'm playing with some of the chipboard that came in the kit, and that is from the Crepe Paper Wonder collection. And I love that gold piece that says Adventure, and I go ahead and commit to that. And here I am. Sorry guys, I keep playing with those tags, and I think that I like that tag, but then I decided it doesn't look quite right. And I also like that the tag with the Life is Better with You, I like that pop of green that it adds. So it looks like I am finally going to commit now. I have the twine in it. Yay! And I know that I'm going to use that big chipboard piece that says Wonder, and that was from the Crepe Paper Wonder collection as well, and it has a bunch of different like wood things in it, and so that's going to be part of my title. And I love also the little chipboard deer that was on the chipboard sheet from the Wonder collection. So I am going to use that because actually when we were in the Muirwood National Monument there, we did see a couple deer on the hillside. So that was kind of cool. And they just sat there and let people take pictures of them, and they weren't skittish at all. I'm guess they're used to people being there all the time. So, but it was kind of cool because my daughter brought her camera too, so she was snapping pictures on her camera. And so I did, you saw me there pull out that chipboard piece that says Be Brave, and I figured, I don't really have any other places to use a whole lot of things that say Brave, and so I thought this was just a good layout to put it on, since she's sitting on a bear. And then I decide that when I stick that there, I've got this like gap and I've got to cover it up some. So I go through the ephemera pack and pick out some pieces there. And I found that blue heart. And I really love the blue in the Finders Keepers collection. I really do. I think I wish I had like 50 pieces of that plain blue paper because I'd use it on everything. But I imagine I'd get sick of it eventually. And you see right there, I picked another one of those little hearts. I picked like the little mint green heart and put that there. And I'm now going to stick down a chipboard heart from the Crepe Paper Wonder collection from that chipboard sheet. And I felt like I just needed a little bit something more on that left side. And now I think I can't see if I'm working on my title or if I'm looking for other stuff. Oh, I'm looking at these. I went back to the chipboard. Okay. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to put in some of these spots, and I decided these stars were really good to fill in that spot because I still thought there was a gap. It just didn't seem right when I looked at it to my eye. So, and those stars, man, they are hard to get off that chipboard sheet. I had to fight with those. I cut it out of the video. You guys would have been laughing at me. And then I pulled the chipboard piece up at one point, that little tiny star, and I ended up, that ripped away from the cardboard part, so I had to just glue the whole thing back together and stick it back down. And everything on this layout that could go wrong was going wrong. It was just, I'm sure we all have that happen, but. So I'm looking through the different letter stickers, and I knew that I wanted my title to be, I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. Venus always going to use that big Wonder chipboard piece. So I spell out that I hope you never lose your sense of with the little October afternoon daily flash the little tile stickers though, not the larger stickers. And I am not sure what I'm doing now because I can't see on my iPhone. It's so annoying. Oh, okay. So I pull out the washi book, and because I'm determined that I'm going to use this washi that came in the kit, and I felt like my Wonder title was getting kind of, it was just kind of floating there. It wasn't anchored, and it wasn't like standing out. So I decided that I wanted to put some pieces of washi down to help anchor it. So I do pick 2 pieces of washi out, and I'm going to put those down. And I do go back later and add a pop of blue washi to make it stand out just a little bit more. And eventually I will add some washi around my photo as well. But anyways, and this is where like I want to put these my page that I did before this with the huge picture of the muirwood. I want to put it next to this layout, and I really wish that I could have put my photo on the left side on this layout, or on my other one if I could have put the photo on the left side, so that when I put them in the book, when these go together now the way I have it set up, the one with the large photo would be on the left side of my album, and this one would be on the right side, and so the title is going to be on the inside, and it's just kind of awkward to me, but it is what it is, so I'll live with it. Maybe they won't be side by side. Who knows? We'll see where they end up in the album if I ever file my layouts into an album. So I did glue that Wonder chipboard down with some Scotch quick dry adhesive, and I'm going to get those tile stickers put down. And I did cut some of that out because I know you don't want to watch me stick all of those down. Nothing too interesting about that. I just kind of got them lined up where I wanted to. I put them on wax paper so I can move them around, and figured out, if I liked them or not, and moved them around. So, and now I'm going back through the washi book, and this is probably where I'm going to get a piece of blue washi, and so I'm going to add a piece at the top and a piece at the bottom of my photo. And I did cut the video off there because I was fighting with it, and I add a pop of washi down where it says Wonder, just some of the blue down there. And really the only thing else I do is I add some of those cool enamel hearts. I love those, and I could probably use them all on one layout. And then I'm going to go to my gold Heidi Shine, which I also am loving again lately. And that's really going to complete my layout. So I will have some still shots coming up. And thanks so much for joining me again today. And I will see you here next time.